Yeah, I love that. So just left the hotel, all packed up. Bike's ready to go. All fueled up. I'm all fueled up. And this is where I'm heading. Jaffar Circus. This red squiggly line goes on and on. 2 feet. I think I nicked this GPS off two very nice guys on the ferry, and it gets to I think that's Imilchil. I think that's how we pronounce it. Maybe not. But anyway, that red squiggly line is where we're heading. So yeah, just make sure I am heading on that red squiggly line. MH21 nav. Yeah, we'll go there first. It's not got too ambitious. Yeah, look at that, all the petrol stations, you know. I think you don't want to run out of is fuel. Seems to be loads around. I don't know. I'm gonna get hung up over that. And that is how you do that. Okay, traffic light here, which is red. Follow the Elegance machine. Nice. ADV's done the Jaffar Circus. Le Citron. That's I think that is actually no entry, so we will carry on. Not at a pace, apparently. So, it's 45 seconds to beat the light. Just squeeze through. So this is Midelt. It's 9:10. Forget the clock. I do love a clock you have to work out. I mean, I know it's only taking an hour off, but I think that's still on Spanish time, because we're on UK time here in Morocco. But it just gives you something else to work out. You know, you can't have life too easy on a holiday. I mean, all I've got to do is follow a red line. I mean, that's as difficult as it gets. So you've got to add some spice into it. 19 seconds, just make that one as well. The lights are with me today, that's good. It's a good sign. Mountains. Beautiful day. Beautiful day today. Every day has been beautiful. Yesterday hardly a cloud in the sky. I think I spotted a couple. I think Tagine. More Tagine. So yeah, I think it's this one. Pearl sat nav struggles to keep up sometimes. You know, my phone is comes from. Sorry about the coughing. I must stop that. Comes from China. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, because it's been just amazing bit of kit. To be fair, it's a Doogee phone. Yeah, I said that right. It's a Doogee phone, and it does the business. Got a big battery on it. It is a bit of a brick, but it seems to do the job. And it runs OpenStreetMaps, and that's all I need, really. A red line. Got a red line. Oh, high vis inside, or a helmet, or a boot. So yeah, good phone. 32 Jaffar. Doing the job so far. I did realise that I have no backup, so when I was at Mr. Nice Guy's place yesterday morning, the guy who had a room and then didn't have a room and then had a room, I borrowed a stilo of him to write down a couple of phone numbers. Rachel for one, My brother, for another, he can speak a lot of... He has lived in Morocco, so he can speak French. That's a bonus here. So I thought, well, if... I'm not saying Rachel can't, by the way. I don't actually know. I'm sure she can. That's better than I can. But I thought, well, someone who can speak French might be handy. So if I can at least ring them, I can at least communicate via phone with somebody somewhere to get out of a hole. There you go. So got all that covered. Of course, nothing's going to happen, is it? Donkey! Breakfast. Top tip, watch where you're going, as well as the red line. What a Monday morning. What a way to spend Monday morning. So that just reminds me, as I come past there, there's a lot of apples in Midelt, and as you come into Midelt, there's a big, huge apple on one of the roundabouts. Not a real one, obviously. It sort of points to what it is they do here. Apple trees everywhere. And yeah, you see them, people selling them at the side of the road all the time. Anyway, I can't think yesterday, it was what, high 30s yesterday, 37 degrees. It was 41 the day before. Oh, here we go. So, end of the paved section, I think, for a bit anyway. So yeah, I mean, they're cooking at the side of the road all day. So I guess it's fine if you want stewed apple. Pomegranates is another one. You see a lot of pomegranates at the side of the road. I wondered what they were. I thought they were all onions. I think there were onions everywhere. And then when I stayed at room, he brought me some pomegranates. I thought, oh my god, of course, pomegranates. So I was tucking into pomegranates that night as well as sort of second-hand smoking his weed. The reason I suspect he's such a happy chap. Forgot he'd got no rubes. Maybe it's all coming together. Look at that. So someone's obviously pushing stuff aside, so we know there is a trail. That's good. It's through the Oued, which I think is the Moroccan for river. That's what it kind of says on the signs. It's loose. Ah, yeah, then up here. Okay. Let's find the gear. Hang on. How is that bent? I have no idea how it's bent. I'm not here, I think. How bizarre. I have absolutely no idea how that's bent, because unless I just got a bit over exuberant changing gear, but it's weird. Maybe it just melted. A bit of Uri Geller action. It's just funny. Do a little bit of something like that before you know you're puffing away. See if I can get some gears now. There's one. Get a bit carried away sometimes, and then all of a sudden, obviously you run out of talent. Well, I do, and I run out of talent quite quickly, and then all of a sudden you're kind of put back in your place. This is fabulous riding, beautiful trail. I've just met a very interesting guy, believe it or not. So this guy is Swiss. He's got 3 months away. He was off down to Senegal. He got to Mauritania, Mauritania. So he got all that way, got to Senegal, and they said, look, it's just too dangerous. You have to have a police escort and all that kind of stuff. So he didn't want to do that. So he's turned around, come back. He came and did this track 30 odd years ago. I don't know what in, because get this, he was driving a Volkswagen Transporter, kind of an early T5 model, I think. Okay, he got proper off-road tyres, didn't look particularly jacked up or anything. He said he'd got it kind of armoured underneath, which is no bad thing. I don't know what the road was like 30 years ago, and I have no idea what he was driving 30 years ago, but hey ho, he's back for another go. Good on him. I think we'll look at these goats. Woofer. Hot dog. Hey, hot dog. Look at that. Give me a job. I don't think so. Not qualified. Shalom. I'd love to stop and talk, but it would be a very short conversation. Pardon? I'm speaking English, I'm sorry. I'm heading that way. I don't know. I don't know. Give me this. Give me that. There you go. I haven't. Chakram. I said that wrong as well. Just for always to end on a positive note. It's a universal sign for have you got a cigarette? And I'm just a world of disappointment in every sense. Anyway, that looks like a bit of tarmac over there, which I'm disappointed about because this has been such a fabulous route, I've got to say. But you know, all good things come to an end. So on to the next. Oh wow. Around every bend, over every crest. Just like that, the road disappears and I'm on a track. The problem with this track, however, is that it's okay. Well, that's not on my my Doogee phone, is it? Not very full, but full enough to stop me, I think. Just have a look. That away. Looks like there's another road over the back there. Yeah, okay. Let's try that. Another time. I guess I'm going to have this sort of thing every now and again. Morocco is notoriously, because it's, you know, they're building infrastructure all the time. Some of these roads are going to be redundant, I guess. So this is the new road over the barrage. So the sat nav hasn't quite caught up yet, but there's no way you're getting over that without coming around here. So this is obviously a new addition. ABS actually got a little bit of that. Hate the sound of ABS. It's not a good sound, is it? Guys, he kept telling me to keep straight, just keep straight. He kept waving me on. So he obviously knows the way, because he knows it's changed. Must be fed up of talking to tourists. Anyway, getting back to ABS, and it's a horrible sound. I don't think anybody really likes it, unless of course you're heading towards something very hard too quickly, and then it's probably the best sound in the world. God, seriously, try and hit every one. I think that's my mission, is every pothole, it's got my name on it, and I feel duty bound to welcome each one with open arms. Not that one though. Not today, sunshine. Hey, you're going again? Imilchil? Yes, yeah, I'm going to Imilchil. Yeah, parfait. He's a good guy. There's the guy, he's been keeping me entertained. Au revoir. Au revoir. Yeah, I love that. Have a good day. Wash day. With a big stick, which reminds me, I lost my picked up a trail stand first day because I haven't got anything. I thought, well, if I do end up somewhere where there's no rocks or it's a wood, then how am I going to lift my bike up? How am I going to get how am I going to oil my chain? How am I going to change a wheel or repair a puncture or whatever? So I thought I'll grab something, and I saw this bit of stick at the side of the road, and I've carried that with me. It's served me well to this point. And then on the Jaffar Circus, really disappointed, it's kind of worked its way free, so my trusty friend is no longer, and I'm going to have to find a trail stand version 2. So I watch this space. His top box. Yep, today's wash day. Obviously took my lead from yesterday, which reminds me, mine's still dry on the back of my bike. It's just steaming away probably. Just kind of concentrating the whiff. I do stop for my lunch, which I did pinch from breakfast. I say pinch, I mean obviously I paid for it, but you do feel like you're pinching it, don't you, when you sort of leave breakfast with a handful of stuff. But I've got some cheese slices and some of their wonderful bread, so that's my lunch sorted out. You do eat a lot. Oh, here we go. There's a road sort of teetering on the edge of existence. Just cool my feet down. So yeah, lunch is some bread and cheese. Maybe I'll grab a couple of figs as well for a treat, for pud. Yeah, let's find that rock. I was saying that I've lost the track. It's over there. If I go over there, I'm in the river. Oh, here we go. We're there, we've got it. Anxiety over. Everyone's happy. In the right direction. So to be honest, this is getting a bit tight. There's a bit there. I didn't go through it, but it was literally the width of my bike into a wall of rock, and I had a width to kind of get round the edge. I don't know how far I'm going to get down here, but I will keep going with optimism. Let's see, I can see a trail of something, so we'll follow it and see. It's a classic kind of state, really. There's these roads which have, that were tarmacs at once upon a time, and once they're building new roads, the old ones don't seem to get any change at all. So just, this one probably is giving up on this one because, well, it's a river, right? Something else. Amazing if this goes all the way, I've got to say. Really chuffed to bits. Sorry, I don't know what this for. Might have been channeling the water into a crop of apples. So the road has run out. Should have been on video actually. Annoying. And I literally washed out completely, so not a chance. There we go, line. So that's annoying. Turn around. Don't like turning around. It's a bit tight, Mohammed. Anyway, you've seen all this. Let's go going the other way. So, altitude 2270 meters. 25. Blimey. It's cool. So we've just been past or through Agadir, had some lunch. Lunch was my backup, obviously, and shared it with some wasps. There were kind of wasps flying around. I was thinking there's no flies here. There might be around the sheep and the goats, but I haven't seen any flies. But yeah, some wasps came. They weren't angry. They were just sort of buzzing around, a bit annoying, but we got on okay. I just couldn't be bothered to move. It was like I found a tree, and there's not many trees that sort of near the easy to get to and all that kind of stuff. So you can see it on the GoPro, but the colours are amazing. There's a lot of sort of purpley, or purples, browns, kind of hue. Sort of rock seams. As well, just. Donkeys take priority over everything else. Certainly over me. I am without doubt at the bottom of the, quite rightly, at the bottom of the food chain when it comes to who gets right of way. Oh, MSC, you better go before it goes down again, yeah? Okay, that doesn't happen every day.